Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada 9 chat. I'm trying to pet Lucy under the table.
Oh, hi! It's episode 5. Arissa's dress was fire.
As always.
She's fashion
She
plate.
kills it.
She does. Alright, so last time, Kiefer used the veto on himself.
Yes.
Not Queefer.
No.
And that meant that Austin had to put somebody else up. And who did she choose?
She picked Rohan. She didn't have many options to choose from.
Yeah.
She decided to play it safe and put up Rohan.
As a pawn. Boom!
Was that speech really necessary? You really need to put Josh down more. I mean, really.
Josh is too good for this show.
Yeah.
Too good. Too exciting. Too interesting. Too hip. Too cool for school.
Yeah.
And the show.
All right. Well, anyway. Austin really went for the low-hanging fruit.
She feels like, easy peasy. I'm done with this week.
I
did my job.
I don't know what Austin and Brayden have been doing all week. I really don't.
I don't know. Looking cool, I guess.
I don't know.
Looking cool in their high-waisted boyfriend jeans. Yeah.
All the rage.
Yep. All right, well.
Rohan, he's feeling pretty confident up on the block against Josh.
He's working with Kyle. He's working with Tina. He's working with Kiefer, Tara.
Yeah, and he feels like he probably has LaToya's vote, too, because she said, you don't even have to campaign to me. You have my vote. But you don't have to campaign to me.
He's worried about that.
Yeah, they're not super close. Actually, why do I want to call Kyle Mark? Kyle and Rohan tried to pull LaToya into their group with Tina and Tara, but LaToya was just like, she was really lukewarm about it, and they were just like, okay. So they're moving on with Tina and Tara. And then the thing with Kiefer is
What
separate.
about the Tina tuna platter?
I don't understand the question, and I will not respond to it. Do you guys know what show that's from?
All right, well, Josh knows he's in trouble. So what do you do when you have slim to none chance of staying?
0% chance of winning?
Yeah. You become Chaos Josh.
Woo! Yes!
I'm there for it.
Love
I want to
it.
see some pots getting stirred.
Yeah, I mean,
some tea getting spilled.
It's looking really bleak for him at this point, so this is a great idea. Just stir up some chaos, see what you can make happen here.
Yeah. So, let's take a little break from the action.
Okay.
Let's join Victoria in the ball pit.
Sure. I mean, she's a lot of fun.
Where's my slipper? I can't find my slipper.
That's got to be really sad at first, like losing something in the ball pit. What are the chances you're actually going to find it again?
And it's a real Helm's Deep, too.
What do you mean?
It's really deep.
Oh. Nice. But amazingly, she did find her slipper.
I wonder what else is lurking on that floor.
Somebody the other day said they found a towel in there, so there must be stuff just on the floor.
I really think
like a clue or
there's a clue.
A twist or something. I think so too. The second that I saw this room, I was like, there's gotta be something on the floor.
All the arrows are pointing down. It's more than just a coincidence.
I also saw somebody on Twitter posted a picture from in the ball pit, and there was like one orange ball that looked like a different size and maybe even material than the other ones. And I wonder if that
there's
had
something inside of it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Could be.
It's possible.
Well, this really pissed me off.
Oh.
Never have I
my
ever
God.
gamed in the hot tub. And never have I ever kissed anyone in the Big Brother house.
Well, the backstory here is what makes it really, gross, because Jed knows that Ty
By the
is
way,
into Beth.
Jed kissed Beth.
Yes. But the thing that makes it weird is that Jed knows that Ty is into Beth. And they're supposed to be, best friends in here. But he was like, I'm gonna,
Get some.
pee on this fire hydrant.
That's exactly what it was. It was like a bunch of dogs peeing on a fire hydrant, claiming territory. I mean, I don't even think Jed is into Beth.
I don't think so. I think he's looking for any port in a storm.
It's pissing contest.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a weird throuple happening there. If that's your thing, whatever. But
well, for the record, Beth is into Ty. But she will make out with Jed. Why not?
I mean, she says that it's for game, so
We'll see. All right, so now
I feel like this is going to get very messy.
Now we finally hear about the TikTok from Big Brother. The phone, whatever is going off in the whatever
they have
room.
this like TikTok booth thing in the backyard.
Oh, it's in the backyard.
Yeah, so Big Brother Canada sent them a bunch of messages. A bunch of messages from former house guests, and they also included clips from past seasons, which is really going to come in handy because I feel like a lot of these people have never watched the show before.
Yeah. So you got Mitch, you got Sarah Hamlin, you got Anthony,
Poutine Poppy.
You got Cindy with an S, and then Adam finally was the last one. Adam Pike. Is it Pike?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, "Hey guys, what are you doing? You should be looking for a power in the ballroom."
I mean, he didn't say that, but
right?
There's a good chance. There's a good chance.
Is nobody like looking for stuff? That's why they had to like.
I mean, I think they were gonna show these anyway because TikTok is a sponsor this season.
Yeah.
But most of the clips were like people giving their advice, and
then they had some receipts from their season.
Yeah, like Mitch's cancer speech and whatnot. Oof, I remember that
There's
being
a cancer in this house.
Wild time.
Yeah. All right. Those were some decent seasons. This season, I feel like, is...
Really? I feel like this season is off to a crazy start. Like, there's been so much gameplay already. There's been more gameplay in the first 2 weeks of this season than there was in all of BB All-Stars 2.
Yeah, okay, but I'm finding it, like, a lot of these people are not very likable.
Well, I mean, the house meeting made me not like a lot of them, but... We'll get past it.
The ganging up on Josh,
yeah,
too.
I did not like
that either.
Didn't like it.
All right, well, it's time for a little sunsetter meeting up on the sun deck.
Oh, how appropriate.
Was everybody there except for Tina, I think?
Every sunsetter was there except for Tina, and that is going to become very important.
Right. Should we keep Josh?
So
yes? No?
This was actually...
Questions, concerns?
The first of several potential vote flips, which happened earlier in the week.
Right.
And they were like, I don't know, maybe it could be a good idea to keep Josh.
Latoya
maybe
says
it could work
no.
out for us. Yeah, Latoya was really against it at first because she had already promised Rohan her vote. And she didn't want to go back on it. She didn't see any benefit to keeping Josh because Josh wasn't really putting in any input at that point. It was just whatever the Sunsetters felt was best for their game, like without any campaigning happening.
Do you think she was thinking like a cop?
I think she's always thinking like a cop, probably.
She's
very logical.
Yes. I already told Ro I'm doing it. I'm not putting in any more overtime. I can't write up another report.
Yeah. Too much paperwork. Not doing
it.
So, yeah, she was really against it at that point. And then when it gets back to Tina that this flip could be happening, she is pissed because she feels like she's at the bottom of the group now because she was not included in this conversation. She's not happy about it. But also she just doesn't want to do it because she feels like it's too soon, it's too big of a move, too early. Yeah, and that it could potentially expose their alliance of 6. So she is
said
not
stick
for
to the plan.
Yeah. But again, that was the first of multiple possible vote flips this week.
Well, Josh is a loner. We know that. We
notice.
So he's gonna stir the pot.
Yeah, we got a little insight into his campaigning plan. He was alone in one of the bedrooms and just kind of like talking to the cameras.
See, I'm really gonna miss that because as a feedster, you really want those house guests who are gonna give you some insight into the show.
Yeah, I don't want to have to wait for diary rooms.
All right, well, Josh talks to Jed.
Yeah, he
Starts
sees...
sprinkling a little doubt here.
Jed is an emotional player. So if you give him any bit of information, there's a good chance that it could blow up.
Right.
So he's telling Jed all this stuff.
Do you think you could win against me?
Okay.
No.
I was wondering why Jed brought that up at the house meeting, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, that's so random and weird to bring up this early in the game.
Do you think you could win against Ro? Yeah. And then he's like, well,
Josh let him know that like people were dropping his name as a target this week. Also that Austin was involved in the whole Pretty Boy Gate 2.0 last week. Lots of little tidbits of information.
He never said my name to me. How could it be bad?
Why would somebody tell you to your face that they're targeting you?
Well, I mean, they are doing that to Josh, but...
Yeah.
So Josh is saying, hey, if you keep me, I am going to go after Austin. You don't have to worry about me going after you.
Yeah. Plus, I'm going to be a shield. I'm a huge target.
That's right. So, basically, whatever Josh did worked because it
For chaos purposes, anyway.
Right. It made Jed want to have a house meeting, which is the lamest I've ever heard.
So you're going to call a house meeting every time somebody campaigns to stay?
So Jed is so freaking paranoid, and he's running the meeting.
Raise your hand if you threw out my name this week.
So Tara's like, I did as a pawn. I was waiting for her to say as a joke.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then freaking Austin's getting called out for the Pretty Boys 2.0, and
this meeting was terrible to watch live on the feeds. I wanted to rip my hair out. Like, why are you doing this in the first place? It was so frustrating because they were all ganging up on Josh. So obviously, it was going to seem like he was lying. But he was not lying about everything. Some of that stuff he was saying was true.
I hope they were paying attention because Rohan had a nervous laugh.
Yeah. Austin looked nervous as hell.
Yeah.
She was shook.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting called out on some stuff. But I'm going to give you guys a little info here. If you're not watching the spoilers, people are realizing some of the stuff he was saying was true.
Right. Right.
All right. But anyway.
All right. So Josh does his best pitch.
Yeah. Now that he got some chaos going, he's spread some seeds of doubt and paranoia, it's time for him to make his actual pitch to stay.
So he's talking to Tina, Tara, and LaToya.
Yeah, he was like, guys, I'm only making this pitch to 6 people because it's 6 votes to stay this week. So he's talking to the 3 of them, Kiefer, Jed, and Ty.
Keep me as a meat shield.
You can put me up on the block whenever you need to.
Right.
It's all good. Also, I'm going after Austin. None of you guys. And they were
I think these ladies went into this meeting extremely skeptical, but he did have a point.
He made a lot of good points, and they were like, you know what? That was a good pitch.
Yeah.
He's making a lot of sense right now. So this was just the tip of the iceberg for the last vote flip potential here. The last, 24 hours have been absolutely insane. My mouth is not even working anymore. Absolutely insane with the back and forth conversations about whether this flip was going to happen or not.
Yeah. All right, so it's time for the Arissa check-in. And Josh and Rohan have to
Say their pleadings.
Say why they should stay.
Yeah, they weren't answering questions like last time.
So basically, Josh is like, I said keep me as meat shield, and
also I want to be here to see the bloodbath next week.
I hope there's a bloodbath.
I think, depending on who wins HOH, there could be.
All right, well,
it's gonna really get wild.
Rohan says, "Oh, this is the most diverse and best-looking cast ever." Yeah. Butt kisser, wipe that duty off your lips.
Ew! All
right, so
time for the vote.
That was just pointless.
I can't with the. No.
What's worse, this or this?
They're both pretty bad.
All right, so
I'm just thinking about that time though. I think it was Kira caught one of the guys in the mirror doing the
reflection on the roof deck. Yeah. You owe me cuddles.
No!
All right, so Josh was eliminated by a unanimous vote, which really freaking sucked.
Yeah. In a way, I'm glad that he's getting out of there though, because he is
it was toxic.
He's too good for this.
He is way too good.
He's too good for this, and
there was no hugs, no oh, we
it wasn't a mean exit though. They were all enjoying him on his way out. He said his little thing at the end, don't hate me or whatever, and they were all like, yay. I feel like Canada usually has pretty civil exits for the most part.
Yes and no.
I mean, compared to I guess it is.
Or F y'all.
The U.S. has had some nasty exits.
Yeah. All right, so Josh chats with Arissa. Arissa wants to know, what's the bloodbath next week? And should I be there for it?
Hell yeah.
And he said, well, the house is divided, and I was the shield. Now they're going to have to go after each other, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
And my plan didn't work. I don't know if you were watching.
Yeah.
But
he realized there must have been some sort of a big alliance at play here that was kind of like keeping this flip from happening. And he was right.
Right.
The Sunsetters decided last night that it was going to be a no-go.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that's how it it shook out.
I also had a meltdown on day 3, Arissa.
Oh, we didn't really see that on the show, so.
And I blew up my own game. And Arissa's like, shh.
My child.
You are an original and wonderful.
He really is.
We've never had anyone like you before.
He's
and it's
so
wonderful.
far outside of the type of house guest that we usually get. So I'm glad that we got to enjoy him at least for the first 2 weeks. And he really stirred the pot and gave us a lot of entertainment. So thank you, Josh.
Yes, thank you, Josh. They had some okay messages for him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they didn't show the mean ones. I don't know. But it makes me think that he's not coming back ever.
I don't think they're bringing anybody back because I'm pretty sure Julie, I almost forgot her name. I'm pretty sure Julie's like at home. So
Okay.
yeah. But Beth decided to out the Sunsetters in her goodbye message. Oh, Beth.
All right, so I have an Arissa announcement.
Oh.
An Arissa announcement. One team is killing the other one, so there's not going to be any more teams now because we don't have any challenges where it's so lopsided. So
Yeah, no more teams already. Only 2 weeks of teams.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been a little longer than that. I thought maybe at least one more week.
I think that they were probably hoping it was going to be a little bit more even, but it wasn't, so their plans were screwed. So
I thought it would have been kind of interesting if they like forced Team Destiny to send somebody over to the other team, but they didn't do that.
That's so lame. All that trouble for 2 freaking weeks. Come on.
Whatevs. Anyway, now we're back to good old regular Big Brother, which is fine. It's gonna be good.
HOH comp time and Max from OLG, the dream coach.
Oh, so this is like a sponsor tie-in for this competition.
This is like a Canadian Kyle Mooney.
Kyle Mooney. That's the vibe that I was getting.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, it looks like.
So this is a freaking knockout competition already. So show your cards, baby.
Yeah, so they're going to show dream sequence. No, not dream sequence.
Dream scenarios.
Scenarios. Jose?
Yeah.
Jose?
And then you had to answer a true or false question based on the video that you were shown. But these were hard.
They were really hard.
The questions were really difficult.
I'm surprised anybody got the answers right.
Yeah.
All right, so the first 2 were
Randomly
selected by
selected.
random. By random.
Mm-hmm. Random, yes.
And yes, it was Kiefer and Ty.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiefer won.
By default, because Ty got it wrong.
Right. So he picked Tara and Braden.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty telling.
Why?
They're not on his team, are they?
Well, it's 2 people outside of his alliance.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Outside of his alliance.
No, Braden's on his team.
On his
alliance
okay.
team.
His alliance team. So Tara
Wait,
won.
Braden is on his team, and
There's no more teams.
no, I know, but okay, whatever.
There's no more teams.
Yeah, so Tara won. She moved on, and she picked Jed and Beth. Drama.
And Jed won and threw Beth away and picked Tara and Victoria.
Yes. Well, this time Victoria won.
And she picked Kiefer and Ro, and that's all we got. Because that is classic Canada.
I feel like the Sunsetters are being so lame in not just putting Ro and Kyle up against each other. Like, they want to, but I feel like they're too scared to do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's too late because one of them's going to go. But
What?
if Kiefer gets knocked out,
Oh.
Ro might be up against Kyle.
Eventually, but we'll see. Yeah, so they ended the show without telling us who won, which is a bummer. But if you guys don't want to wait until the next episode to find out, and you don't even want to wait until tomorrow's spoiler to find out, check out the info for today's spoiler. We'll put the winner there.
Scroll down.
Yes.
All right, so
But make sure also that you're watching the spoiler
I'm
videos
just
because
so freaking bummed out
I know
about Josh.
there's so much more info in the spoilers that never make it to the show.
Yeah, there really
But yeah,
is.
I'm gonna miss Josh. One of a kind, baby. One of a kind.
He was. I have to say, he was my favorite this season.
I'm
Since
also.
the show started.
I am kind of optimistic though because I feel like Kyle and Ro are gonna challenge that alliance of 6.
They're gonna fight to the death.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see it's probably not gonna be just one
Pretty
alliance.
Boy 2.0.
Yeah, owning the whole season. That would be super boring.
How cool would it be if Jed was out next?
I would be into it. Okay.
All right. Let us know who you want to see up on the block and who you want to see as new HOH. So that's it. We have lots of work to do right now.
We do. So until next time,
Much love.